I would like to point out, however, that there is another provision that should remain, and that is our economy should be effectively controlled by Filipinos, effectively controlled. I did not propose to change that,
Okay.
so that the framework of foreign investments allowed under this changeable legislation scheme would still be a foreign investment that is effectively controlled by Filipinos. That's why I mentioned 51-49 as an ideal proportion that you might consider.
That became resolution of both houses number 1. Of course, you were invited. I was there during the hearings for RBS number 1 of Speaker Belmonte, correct?
I think that's correct, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, here we have, Mr. Chairman, this particular proposed resolution of Speaker Belmonte, which were supported by no less than 20 other members of the Congress, of the House, this was adopted on second reading. This is what we call resolution of both houses. And can you confirm, Honorable Justice, that what you suggested to Speaker Belmonte and what was approved by the committee on second reading during the 16th Congress, you propose that there will be no less than 8 provisions to be amended in the Constitution.
As I recall, Mr. Chair, it was more than 3.
Yes, it was 8. Yeah.
Yes, I don't recall the number, but almost all of the restrictions were proposed to be changeable by legislation.
Thank you, Justice, because the 3 that you proposed, which were adopted in RBS 1, includes public utility, includes education and advertising. It is now part of RBS 7. However, Justice, in this particular RBS 7, there is no mention for amendment of the very important exploration, exploitation of natural resources, 60-40. Did you also not propose that to the Speaker as the first proposal?
Yes, Mr. Chair. The present proposal is limited to articles on education and public utilities and advertising.
You, in this approved resolution of the Speaker Belmonte, following your advice, it includes the amendment on the Section 2 of Article 12 of the economy on the lifting the 60-40 for exploration, development of natural resources. You also proposed, and this was approved by the House then, and reiterated in the 17th Congress under Chairman Pido Garbin. All of these were also reiterated, except land. But in your proposal, it included land. And so then you also included land and also the lease under Article 3 of Section 3, Article 12. You included also, unless others provided by law, the leasehold that shall not exceed 25 years and only 1,000 hectares. You said, we'll lift it so that we can have more investments. Do you confirm that, Justice?
As I recall, Mr. Chair, Speaker Belmonte added to what I had proposed, so it's not completely the same.
Okay.
There were some provisions that he added. I don't recall which one, but his proposal covered more provisions than I had originally recommended to him.
Thank you, Justice. So my question now is this. RB 87 intends to open the Philippine gates for more foreign investment. When you open a gate, should it only be slightly open, halfway open, or we open the entire country and all the investments to foreign investments to announce to the whole world that we are now open for business and we would like to accept all the investments from our foreign businessmen. So the question is this sufficient? These 3 particular provisions to open our country, or they will say, no, we are interested in exploitation of natural resources, which is not included in this resolution. Yes, we want to come and invest on media. It is not included. Yes, we want to invest in our lease of public lands, not only 1,000 and only 25 years, but more. And so therefore, and also land, because land was one of those that says unless provided by law, because businessmen would like to get even a small portion of land for their factories. So do you think this can be, an answer to the need of the country for more foreign investments if we're limited only to 3 amendments when there are other prohibitive limitations on foreign investments, Justice?
I submit, Mr. Chair, on the wisdom of the Senate and of the House as to the extent to which the economic provisions should be amended. I would like to point out, however, that there is another provision that should remain, and that is our economy should be effectively controlled by Filipinos, effectively controlled. I did not propose to change that,
Okay.
so that the framework of foreign investments allowed under this changeable legislation scheme would still be a foreign investment that is effectively controlled by Filipinos. That's why I mentioned 51-49 as an ideal proportion that you might consider, as in Spain, because of the need that we should, in my view, still put in the hands of Filipinos effectively the entire economy. Now, if you have three areas as proposed now, public utilities, education, and advertising, open to foreigners, I think even if you open it more than 49%, 51-49, it will not affect the effective control of the entire economy by the Filipinos. So it will not violate that bedrock principle. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Justice.